What did I just see here today? Because talk about amazing, because we're talking about the world's biggest sport. We're talking about celebrating music, not just music, but Canadian music. We're talking about celebrating Canada. I mean, we're talking about so many celebrations all together. What just happened here today? Because I think it was amazing. And of course, we had somebody here very special who has represented Canadian music in, a special way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Boy Wonder representing music globally, Canadian himself, but it's something that we launched today with Canada Soccer called Perfect Pitch, and they also launched another initiative. You know, Canadian music, has been at the forefront in pretty much the cultural landscape of music globally in the last 20 years. I think something like the top 7 artists are from Canada in the last 20 years. On the Billboard charts, if we were going to use Billboard as a metric. And that's something that, you know, for me, it was just really, as a passionate owner of a label in Canada, friends of mine, Boy Wonder, etc., and musicians across the world that represent Canada, wanting to be involved in something that can actually propel the culture and the identity of individuals across this country to as we take a step towards the largest global event on the planet coming here on home soil.
The brainchild of this, how did this come about? Who came to who about this? And was everybody like, wow, why didn't we think of this before?
I think it's very representative of what FIFA has done before. I think FIFA has a long history of developing an anthem or a soundtrack to represent their World Cup. Here I thought it was really important that Canada as a country, given its global representation, had the ability to really set a stone in their own representation of their own culture, their own music, and identify their own identity that can be resonated throughout the globe. And when people, you know, take a listen to music, they don't have to be given the song that they want to be a part of, but they're also granted with the opportunity of actually having the #1 producer in the world making the records for Canadians by Canadians.
And how did Wanda get involved with this?
He's a buddy of mine. He's been a friend of mine for about 7 years now, and I asked him, and he graciously agreed, given his love for the country and his passion for the country and his passion for the game.
Because this is Canada,
Yeah,
we got a lot of genres.
yeah.
Which genres are going to be chosen for this? Because we can go from
Yeah.
reggae, we can go to hip-hop, we
Yeah.
can go to rock,
Yeah.
country, South Asian, so many. How are you going to pick that to
See,
represent?
that's the thing. It's really about what the people want. You know, that's why I'm here as a collective with everyone else to feel out the vibe and see what everybody wants to do and see what the biggest and best thing we can do possible. So, you know, the possibilities are endless. It could be whatever, and we're just figuring that out and we're gonna put it
Not
together.
just representing with the music and stuff. This is going to be more because there's also like giving back in so many different ways.
Yeah, that's right. So I think along with playing in the same card that FIFA plays, I think it's important that we leave a lasting impact. It's not something that a global sporting event comes in and we don't leave something for it when it leaves. I think what I wanted to do when I envisioned this program was to come together with Canada Soccer and find out a way that we can take the proceeds of people's daily habits. So you're listening to music daily anyway. How do we get them to actually pay it forward? And I think that was the plan with Perfect Pitch, is get some of the largest Canadian talent on board, make sure that the costs are covered, just the bare minimum costs, and then all proceeds that get come into the program for Perfect Pitch are then donated back to Canada Soccer Foundation in their efforts. I'm very much in tune with transparency and actually providing tangible impact, and over the next few months you'll see some of the metrics that we will provide in terms of the Canada Soccer Foundation's efforts with the funds that we raise.
As we get closer to this global event, are we going to maybe see shows, concerts, things like that? Are we going to be able to help boost some of our indie artists as well? Because we have, I mean, you know, as we speak, the Junos are going to be happening in a month.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen so many artists, and maybe a lot of people may not know, but they're all big nominees.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, I think part of the game of providing Canadian talent a platform, not only to release music on the recorded side, but also to develop events that allow not only independent and major artists, but those aspiring artists to get involved in some way as well from a discovery standpoint. I think that the eyeballs are all going to be on the global game, and I think that we're going to match that with the music ability that we take from coast to coast in this country.
I'm so looking forward to hearing how this project is going to turn out. Thank you so much for this interview, but more importantly, thank you so much for helping put Canadian music once again on that global scale.
Yeah, thank you.